and welcome to the Shoogly shed. This is going to be the episode on the GS500 Carburettors. I have one set of carbs that are vaguely complete and another that are ever so slightly more complete, and then this attractive tartan bag full of parts like float bowls and floats, and there is actually a rebuild kit in here, and this is all what I got from the person I bought these parts from. So I need to basically try and, similar to the engines, fashion one set of working carbs from these two sets of almost carbs. The first job really is to investigate what parts I need to use, what carbs will probably go best, and then also give them a good clean and figure out how much I need to break them down before I can start looking at putting them back together. Straight off the bat, I noticed that this set, and you can just see that there, has quite a bad crack and chunk missing from the top of the intake. So it has been kind of shoddily repaired at some point, not very well, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to try and ditch the side of this carb, at least. I'm not sure what the conditions of these ones are, but that's not ideal. That's definitely going to cause me some problems, I'm sure, when it comes to tuning it. This set is a bit more complete. It doesn't obviously have the bowls or the floats in them. However, the choke mechanism is completely stuck. There's no operation there at all. Probably going to have to strip both of these down and figure out what parts are useful. My first thought is to strip the broken one down and make sure that the right hand one is okay, the left hand one is okay, and then pretty much go from there. So after stripping down the two sets of carbs, pretty much confirmed exactly what I thought before I started. The left hand one from one set and the right hand from another. They should just go together like that, in theory. They will obviously need a full strip down and scrub and everything cleaned. I've got a rebuild kit for them. I actually have two rebuild kits. So let's have a look and see, you know, what I can build out of these, see if I can make a functioning set of carbs that work well. The next thing really is to strip these down entirely and give them a really good clean, and then reassemble.
The carbs have both now been scrubbed pretty thoroughly and cleaned. I don't have an ultrasonic cleaner, which is probably the best thing for these, but pretty decent job with a toothbrush and some elbow grease. So the next thing to do is to start reassembling with lots of new brass fittings and rubber O-rings, etc. So this should be like a brand new functioning carb when it's back together.
So there we have it, an entirely refurbed set of GS500 carbs, all shiny. I decided to paint the float bowls black, just I quite like the contrast between the black caps and the black float bowls. So that's them ticked off the list. Hopefully they will work nicely. They are being entirely refurbed, as I say. Anyway, you may notice hanging up next to me one petrol tank and another petrol tank. I picked these up on Facebook Marketplace. I got one down in England and I got one actually quite local to me. The one that I got locally, funnily enough, is in better condition. The other one has got a couple of big dents in it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the tank that I got locally because it's in better condition overall. It's super clean inside and very little bodywork needing done to it other than a respray. So that's nice. I also managed to get myself a set of exhausts, just stock exhausts, but I've got some modifications I want to make to them anyway. I'm not sure what's next on the list. I need to refurb the forks, need to refurb the exhausts. I need to continue work on the frame. I kind of stalled with the work on the frame a little bit because I was kind of getting a bit sick of my gasless welder. It's just the welds that it produces are pretty subpar for framework. It'd be fine if you were a farmer just fixing a gate somewhere, but if you're trying to make a decent looking weld for a motorbike frame, it's really not the tool for the job. So perhaps in the new year I will probably upgrade to a gas MIG welder. But for now, like I say, there's plenty of other jobs to be doing on the GS500 build. I've almost finished the engine. You'll see from the last couple of episodes that I'm into the top end. I'm actually just waiting on some valve spacers arriving, and then I can finish off the top end. Anyway, as usual, give me a like, leave me a comment, and more importantly, subscribe to the Shoogly Shed Motors channel for the next few episodes in this GS500 and all the episodes previous. Goodbye.